So hello everyone, my name is Ajay Singh and currently I am pursuing post-graduation in MA Economics from Lucknow University. Along with that, I am also preparing for UPSC, although it is stopped for a while, and subsidiarily I am also into the entrepreneurship. So that was all.
Okay, so I think we should start asking questions.
So yeah,
Why?
please.
Why UPSC?
So UPSC is one of the most prestigious job in our country, as well as according to the Google, from the data observed, it is one of the most toughest examination in the world. So prestige along with hard work also gives you the fame. Maybe the temporary fame, after that you have to work very hard. But actually that is not only the reason. Actually, I have seen in my district also a lot of work which is being done by the civil servant. The prestige he is getting for that work, and also the morality he is providing to the children in the society. I think the most important work is being done by the civil servants. So that is why IAS.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Ajay, I have a
Yes,
question
Mr.
for you.
Radesh.
Like you are going to become in future you are going to become IAS officer. So, but what do
Maybe.
you think about those officers? Like they are qualifying the exam of the ethics in their preparation or the in examination, but after becoming a IAS officer, they are doing a lot of corruption. And we know that the politicians are elected for the only 5 years, then the government change and the other comes. But when you are IAS officer, then you are having a long duration to do a corruption. What do you think
Okay.
we should make any changes like in army?
Okay, so psychologically, I would like to answer this question. For example, being an young IS aspirant after cracking the UPSC examination, there is a lot of enthusiasm to do good work for the civil society. So at that time, a particular civil servant will do a lot of hard work. He will totally contribute to the society. But as soon as he grew old, he start feeling that I'm not getting proper salary, because the salary we can, if we Google it out, it is around 56,000. So that is one of the most basic pay. Although the subsidiary or the lower jobs are getting more salary than that. So this is my urge to the government to raise the salary of an IAS officer at the basic levels, because like the inflation is increasing. So I think the basic problem of the corruption is that because of the low salary, and second, some of the basic things we all know is that corruption because of the poor governance. Like there is a huge distance between a particular common person to a big civil servants. Like there are so many intermediaries. So to get through to this path, he has to give a lot of bribe to the particular servants. Then he is going to get the justice. So I think this intermediaries should be abolished. And some of the solutions I would like to give, like the digital technology should be implemented in this governance system by the UPSC, for the UPSC civil servants, by the government.
Okay, that's good.
You just opined one thing that inflation is increasing. Could you opine why the inflation is increasing?
Yeah, like there, like in the current scenario, like there are some of the reasons. For example, the global uncertainties, for example, Russia and Ukraine crisis, which has increased the cost of crude oil, petroleum and gases, and oil. That is why the inflation of the basic commodities also rising. And also like the domestic production of the basic food commodities in our country is very less, and the demand of consumption is very high. So we also import a lot of food products from Russia. So but as you know that America has implemented the Katsak law. In that there are some sanctions, like no one should trade with that country. But still our India is doing the same thing, but at a higher prices. So that is the problem, and that is why the imports are rising. And also because of imports are rising, the value of currency is decreasing. So see, these are some of the problems we are facing. That is why the inflation is rising concurrently.
All right. Looking the condition of India, we
Yeah.
are looking a lot of things are being privatized. Being an IAS officer, do you think that privatization is a good option?
Uh, I think the basic or the most essential sectors, for example, defense, as well as the kind of explosive sectors, These sectors should never be privatized.
It will never be.
Yeah, but actually, if we take an example of some of the policies which has been implemented before, like there are a continuous privatization of various sectors. I would say government should not privatize them. Instead, government should do PPP, public-private partnership. With the help of that, they will also get the investment to reform, to improve the conditions of the infrastructure, and they will also don't they are not going to decrease their share in the public sectors. So both can work together, private and public sector, and ultimately privatization problem will get like reduced in the future.
Okay, we are looking one drawback after having the privatization, the ratio of employment is decreasing exactly because of the privatization. Do you think so that?
No, sir. According to PLFS survey, the unemployment rate has decreased gradually, but not in a high amount, but in a low amount. It is gradually decreasing. But actually, the problem arises here that the quality of jobs are degrading. Like more and more people are shifting towards unorganized sectors. Like they are becoming chai wala, pakodi wala, these kind of jobs they are getting, and there is a greater uncertainty that in the future COVID like situation again may arise. Then these people are going to get affected by this kind of pandemics. So I think we should do more formalization of the jobs. So yeah, unemployment is decreasing on the paper, but as you know, the degradation of quality is also there.
Right. Our honorable Prime Minister said that each and every one would deserve to fly in the airplane.
Okay.
But after the privatization, it has increased, the price of the fares. So, absolutely. But, the Prime Minister says that, it will be, the possible for each and every one to fly.
Sir, new program had been launched recently, that is Udan program. In Udan program, the government has given this has proposed this ambition of building 50 more airports and also various amounts of aircrafts. So I think, sir, when private people are going to take part in this sector also, then there will be more competition and it will gradually decrease the price of these kind of things like the ticket price. So I think increasing privatization, increasing participation of private players, I would say it is going to decrease the price in the future, not increase.
Okay.
After being a IAS officer, what things you want to change in India?
Okay.
In India.
Yeah, in India. If I will become an IAS officer in our country for a particular district, then first of all I would improve the judicial system. I think for the people, like there are so many poor people in our country, they can't avail the judicial sources, or they can't hire good advocates to have a fight in the court. So I think I will fix this kind of, I will reform this sector according to my powers, and I will do the best in that as a DM.
So, Mr. Ajay,
Yes, sir.
how do you see that in current scenario, the Russia-Ukraine war? What are your opinion regarding that Russia is doing right or wrong to invade the Ukraine?
First of all, we have to go in the background of this kind of thing. Like in the 1991, USSR disintegrated. After that, like these are Ukraine was the remnant and is still the remnant of USSR. So USSR only wants that whatever were the part of my empire before 1991 destruction, they should again come and we should make up single identity. And also Russia wants that the Ukraine should not join NATO, North Atlantic Treaty Organization. So according to me, after the disintegration of USSR, according to Russia point of view, it is correct, but actually some of the lines which are very famous in our country, an eye for an eye leads to whole world blind. So I think the war situation will ultimately destruct the whole world, and and Russia is one of the biggest economy of our world. Yeah, so this is a kind of war, and it should be
What is the
stopped.
conclusion? Russia is right or wrong in doing this?
Uh,
Like in future, if Pakistan join the NATO, then India will also invade the Pakistan because to save our territorial integrity.
mm, I don't think so because like there was a very like US is not supporting Pakistan, and the greater hegemony in NATO is the US. So I don't think so. Maybe in the future we will see the situation, and according to that I would like to give the answer.
Okay, being an aspirant of UPSC, you might have seen kind of severe and critical situation of demonetization.
Sorry,
Demonetization.
demonetization.
Exactly. So,
Okay.
do you think that it was kind of good step by the
Yeah, it was a good step, like a huge amount of economy which was not earlier in the financial sector. They came in the financial sector, and now there is a greater revenue from taxation, and also a large amount of black money has also been captured by the government. So I think this was the good step, but it was a kind of not prepared step. That is why a large queues we had seen in the past. So I think in the future, if government is going to take the decision like this, he should first do well preparation, and then they should take this kind of decisions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Means the process was not well.
Not well,
Otherwise it
like
was good
the
step.
huge queues are very problematic things.
Exactly.
Right.
Okay, last question by me exactly. Lockdown, after getting a lot of people affected, in especially India, then it was implemented lockdown. Like after having COVID, many cases in India, still there were many programs by Donald Trump. I think it was Namaste Trump
Mm.
by Modi ji. So, do you think that it was like not taken like good step on right time? That's why we just got affected many people. Do you think so?
From which?
Like we got in Kerala, I think the first case we got in December,
Okay.
and January we were exactly having many cases. In February there was a Namaste Trump program.
In January.
In February I think so.
Sure.
Namaste Trump was
दिसंबर में ही था, उसके बाद कोरोना स्टार्ट।
in December में तो
नमस्ते ट्रम्प दिसंबर में था, उसके बाद कोरोना स्टार्ट।
कोरोना के बाद ही तो नमस्ते ट्रम्प हुआ था।
कोरोना से पहले हुआ था। पहले हुआ। जिस दिन था उसके बाद ये सारा टाइम लगे।
मुझे ना तो पता है कि नहीं we got many cases then Namaste Trump was there.
Internet is not doesn't work.
By any other question?
So what was the question of
The
yours?
question was like
On a correct
step
time?
was not on the right time. It was not implemented lockdown.
Sir, I think this biological war, which has been started from the China kind of, it was not a very new thing for the globe. So we were not prepared for this kind of pandemic. So I don't think so that government has not taken any good step. Like the lockdown step is being respected by all other countries of India. So I think government has taken very good steps at a very right time. So I don't consider this question correct.
That,
I
right?
appreciate.
Exactly.
Right.
Looking the population of this country,
Right.
do you think that there should be kind of anything to found it to just stop the population of this?
So population is increasing at a diminishing rate. In 2047, it is being said that the population will get decreased. Like whatever the conditions we are seeing in China, the same is going to come in 2000 or after 2047, according to the future data taken from the SRS. Yeah,
Oh, that's pretty cool then.
right, sir.
But what if it increases?
Because sir, actually, sir, replacement fertility rate is 2.1. Like per woman, there are two children.
Okay.
But our India, according to 2022 survey from National Family Health Survey 5, it is being said that our total fertility rate is 2.0. So we are less than the replacement fertility rate. So according to that, we are decreasing.
Then why is the number increasing? 1 this, 1 this.
Sir, because the death rate are decreasing because of good healthcare system in our country, and population is also and birth rate is also decreasing. But actually, the death rate is decreasing more than the birth rate decreasing.
So what is the
Yeah.
reason of birth rate is decreasing? It is because of awareness or what?
Awareness is one of the biggest cause. I think, yeah. And actually, nowadays education is also being availed by every person in our country. So I think that is the biggest reason of declining population and good healthcare services for death rate.
All right. I think this will start.
Mr. Satyajit,
You
Mr.
Satyajit,
So, what is your passion?
passion.
My passion. My passion is to do public speaking. This is my passion, like
To
uh,
speak publicly.
to speak publicly and to disseminate my thoughts to other people, because I think I am a kind of very intellectual guy. So,
Yeah.
so that is.
So what do you want to address people? Just could you let me know?
Sir, I always bring something new in every kind of situations, in every kind of thinking. So I think, sir, people always try to get together with me together with me, according to together to with my thoughts, because they find it way more practical.
Okay.
So that is what.
So whenever
Something IFS, so would you join or not?
I only want IAS, but if the circumstances not goes in the same right direction, then I will prefer IFS.
Why only IS? You are saying
IFS,
that
I'm also saying the second preference.
No, you are saying that the salary of the IS officer is only 56,000.
So it's the same for the IFS and also IPS
If
officer,
there is a less salary, then why are you doing a lot of preparation for this exam?
because this is
You
a
can
so.
start your own startup.
I am like my parents' conditions, my family conditions are not that much good. It requires an initial amount of money to conduct or to organize any business. So according to that, my father's dream is also to you should become a IAS officer. So that are some of the
what is
things.
the salary of IAS officer?
Salary
Its average salary
56,000.
is between 1 lakh.
56,500 you can search. Actually, my qualities are quite not normal. Like negative personality I am having. So I don't want to convey this in the public. Sorry for that.
So you are saying that you are having
You are here to
Like the basic quality for being an IAS officer. People say that socialization is necessary.
So being an IAS officer, being an aspirant.
Please, I would like to complete my sentence. The basic thing the people think that socialization is necessary, because if you are going in a public, then you should have good socialization skills. But actually, I am not having good socialization skills. I only focus on myself, and I am kind of and that is all. I know you are understanding what I am trying to say. So that is.
Then how will you manage if you become IS officer?
I can manage everything. Like it comes with the experience. It comes when the opportunity comes.
time teaches everything.
Time teaches everything.
Best for the UPSC.
Anyone.
Hindi is.
No, according to your preference, in which you are good, you can go for that.
But in Hindi medium, quantity is very less.
Quantity is very less because they are not that much good. So that is why they are less. I don't think so that like UPSC does any partiality with the students who are going with the medium Hindi or in English. They treat both equally. So I think they are not that much hardworking, maybe, or they have not given their
I
100%.
have also one question, very good question exactly.
Yes, sir.
What is your opinion about exogamist people? Like, I mean,
Please define first. Please define it.
I have to time exogamist.
I forgot, sir.
Someone intercaste marriage, right?
Acha, exogamy.
Exogamist,
Yes,
right?
yes, yes.
Like, what would you like to say about it? Is it okay going on in India? It should be.
It is okay according to Special Marriage Act 1855. In 1955, government has given us this opportunity that we can go for intercaste marriages. So legally it is very good, but practically we have seen a lot of divorce and a very bad
Conversion of
cases.
the religion as well.
Conversion of religion is a bad other thing, sir. For that,
Often
yeah, indirectly it is connected.
With other caste, then after later on they just start converting the religion. It happens in the exogamist, I mean in intercaste.
The forced conversion is strictly illegal in our
So
country.
what if it is completely banned to get married with another caste? So it will stop completely the conversion to
Yeah, I think strict administration is required in this. Yeah.
Okay, yes, Adesh, what is your question?
Yes, Mr. Radesh.
Recently, the NCRT changes the
Mughal.
not only the Mughal,
Ah.
it changes the history.
Yes.
The history books. What
Ah.
are your opinion that we are doing
This is a good question.
this is a good thing or a bad thing to eradicate the some part of our history?
I don't know the proper background of this news, but according to my perception, what I knew from this news, I think whatever government is doing, they are taking like maybe they are benefiting all the masses. They are not a kind of biased people. So government is very experienced in that thing. So we should not comment. And if there are some problems, then the people in our country should do peaceful protests, and they should form corporations according to Article 19. And yeah, they can change like the bill, like the farm bill, which came, landmark bill was that.